Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm back with another video. This time I want to talk about Brian Chira, the famous TikToker. So 2 weeks ago, he went live and just started hurling vulgar insults towards another TikToker called Aziad Naisenya. So Aziad happens to be a media personality because she works for Sound City Radio and also has a very huge following on Instagram. I think she's got like 2 million followers. And she also has a huge following on TikTok. I'm not sure how many followers she's got over there, but she became famous in 2020 after posting herself dancing. I think it was Major's song called Okonkwo. Yeah, it made her very famous. So currently, she's a very influential social media personality. So after Brian did his thing 2 weeks ago, I think he thought the matter had died. But shock unto him, on Thursday last week, he got arrested while he was cooking. So he got arrested because he resides in Nakuru town. They arrested him there, flew him all the way to Kenya. He was first taken to the police station at Wilson Airport. Then afterwards, he was transferred to the police station at JKIA. So after that, it took like 4 days for him to be arraigned in court. So on Monday, he was arraigned in Kibera court, and Aziad actually got to make an appearance. So when they got there, I think Aziad's people wanted him to plead guilty for the cyber crime he was being accused of. And he was actually ready to do as Aziad's lawyers were instructing him to do. But luckily for him, there's a friend of his called Obidan who looked for a lawyer for him. And the lawyer advised him against taking a plea deal. So he ended up getting a cash bail for 50K, which was raised by his followers on TikTok. But it's his friend Obidan who rallied people to contribute the bail money. So after they raised the bail money on time, he was released. And we thought we wouldn't hear from him until the case is settled. But he went on TikTok to rant. So he was cussing out his family members because apparently the family members didn't show up. Because when he was being released, one condition was for there to be a next of kin to sign that in case Brian absconds, they'd be able to track him down. So because none of his relatives was picking their calls, Obidan offered to be the next of kin. So he was ranting about how he has fake friends because some friends who he hoped would come to his aid were nowhere to be seen. And then he also shamelessly told his followers that because they are the ones who made him famous, they should help him cover hhis legal costs, because if it was not for them making him famous, he wouldn't be in the predicament he was in. Which I thought was very cheeky. So anyway, Brian is a character. So what else did he do? So Afterwards, we got to learn that Brian actually has bipolar. So that's why he acts erratically sometimes. But that's not an excuse because he admitted he is a drunkard. So I don't know whether when he went on live to curse people out, he was under the influence of alcohol. And then it also has emerged that he was suspended from Kabarak University because he was there doing what? Maths and economics. So I think he is a bright boy because when he's calm, he talks sensibly. So I think he's a bright guy for him to be taking up a course in maths and economics. So he was suspended from Kabarak University some time back for flouting their rules. And then the other thing that happened to him while he was in custody was his house got mugged. Then he also lost a lot of friends. So I don't know why it sounds as if he wasn't taking accountability of his actions, because it's unfair for him to blame friends, whether they are fake or real friends, because he brought this on himself. So anyway, another thing that emerged from all this thing, normally, to be honest, the legal system in Kenya doesn't work swiftly. But it's very strange that Brian was arrested in Nakuru and then flown all the way to Kenya. To Nairobi to be charged. Because normally if you commit a crime, you're supposed to be charged in the town where you committed that crime. So there was something fishy over there. And because of how his case was expedited, a lot of people are actually saying whatever Brian was hinting, that Aziad is seeing a powerful politician, is true, because the fact that the case was dealt with at a strange speed, it seems like there was somebody powerful making things happen. So, but I won't mention who the politician is, lest I get in trouble like Brian. So anyway, he went on to give another interview on Andrew Kibe's platform. And there he was a bit arrogant as usual, but he kind of sounded like he's beginning to to be remorseful about his actions. And I hope he is. And then he also did another interview with Pasho. And on that interview, he was still boisterous because he was saying he's not going to change. But the positive thing that I noticed from that interview is the fact that he is seeking out mentors to help him navigate his influencer career or content creator career. Because I think he made a request for Jalango to meet with him so he can consult with him. So I think that's wise of him to seek mentors. And another thing I would urge him to do is to take up Aziad's offer, because Aziad's lawyers gave an interview and said if Brian was to issue a public apology, they were ready to make a deal with him. So I would advise him. I know he's a stubborn guy, But I would advise him to take up that offer so he can eliminate unnecessary legal costs and also save time. Because you know how if you take matters to the court system, they might take years and years and years to resolve. And no one gets to win financially other than the lawyers. So it would be better for him to do that. And then there was also something that emerged from all this drama. Apparently, Brian lost his parents when he was a young boy, so he was raised by his grandmother. And right now, at his tender age of 22, his grandmother depends on him, and his two cousins who also don't have parents. So I can see he's got a lot on his shoulders. So as much as he was wrong to insult Aziad, I think if he makes that public apology and then actually do a collab with Aziad on some content, I think that would steer him on the right path of content creation. Because Aziad, whether you like her or not, she's got connections with the corporate bigwigs. So if he mends his relationship with Aziad, he could use her to get useful contacts so he can be able to endorse brands for big companies. And the guy is talented, so he just needs proper mentorship so he can put his talents to good use instead of insulting people 24/7 on TikTok. So anyway, I hope he's learned his lesson. I hope Aziad forgives him. Because as much as he's on the wrong, I'm cutting him a slack because, like I said, he's had to lead a rough life because he lost his parents when he was very young. So, and you know, when a kid is left under the care of grandparents, they're usually not disciplined the way they would have been disciplined had they been raised by their own parents. Because I'm sure grandparents are sort of tired of raising kids. Yeah. So grandparents usually spoil their grandchildren. So I think I can cut him some slack because of that. And it seems like he's really struggling to make ends meet because, like I said, he's only 22. He is a student, yet his grandmother and two of his cousins are depending on him. So anyway, I hope there's going to be a positive turnout on this. And I hope, Brian, you get to watch this. It may sound weird, but I think you have a lot to gain by getting onto Aziad Naisenyu's good side. So I'll end it there. I'll just thank you for stopping by. Please like the video. Make your comments on the section below. Tell me what you think about this whole issue. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I'll see you on the next one, and bye for now.